There we go. What's up? Thanks for hitting the like. Thanks for the hearts, too. What's up, Charles? How are you? I'm waiting for my people to spark up. Guys, make sure to hit that like as y'all come in. It really helps me. Sorry, I'm fixing my blunt. Cool. Done. What's up, Hussein? My chest. Oh god, Eric would love that. Sorry, we only speak English in the chat because I only know English. Sorry, I'm just a dumb American. Hi, I'm new. What's up? Tukia? Is that how you say it, Tukia? Don't worry, I'll good. Alright. Guys, make sure to hit that like while you're in here. It really helps me. You love my style? Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of random. For sure. I don't know. Some people say it's emo, but whatever. It is what it is. I don't know what it is, to be honest. Some people say emo, some people say more goth, some people say more scene, some people say more... I'm just whatever you think it is, essentially. It looks good, though. Thank you. Sometimes it's, like, more scene hood. Sometimes it's, like, I don't know. It's super hard to pinpoint. Damn, I was hoping Jerry would be in here and so we could smoke together because he's the only one that smokes that was here. Damn. I know Eric fell asleep, probably. Because he told me he was gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna have any more mods. Stephanie was here, but welcome back, Tony. I started a new stream because I had 36 people here in 40 minutes, and that's insane to me because your girl gets like pretty good views usually, at least a couple hundo. Should I do a dab or just hit my vape? Do a dab. You like my blue hair? Thank you. You guys are so freaking sweet. Hang on, I'm gonna try to get a mod on here. Alright, I'm trying to wait. Hang on. Maybe we're not gonna wait. I don't know if we're gonna wait. Rest in peace, my lungs. Sorry, Tony. I had to get you high quick, bro. Can I? Sure. I don't know if that's what you're asking.
How does it feel to know the only thing you failed more miserably at than being a murderer is trying to be a rapper? Did you...
He got ripped apart! Bro got ripped apart! No wonder they were saying shit about that. Holy fucking hell. I hadn't heard that yet. Oh my god. Oh my god. They ripped him apart. It was like a fucking comedy special, it sounds like. So this... the lady sitting beside him smiling after she says that. How about the only... How do you feel knowing the only thing you failed at worse than being a murderer was being a rapper? That bitch. Oh, I love her. I like her. She funny. She thought about this. A rapper? Brian Koberger? No. 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 I can't believe it. Which one do you support? Israel or Palestine? We don't do politics here. Sorry, I gotta hear this. I am so excited. That was Olivia. Oh, her sister. That's her sister. That's one of the girl's sisters.
Start shaving or manually pulling out your eyebrows? Why November 13th? How does it feel to know the only thing you failed more miserably at than being a murderer is trying to be a rapper? Did you recently start shaving or manually pulling out your eyebrows? Why November 13th?
Oh my goodness, if you're not sobbing through this,
Hold on, we're just gonna listen to the whole thing. I can't do this. I can't listen to another bitch talk about it. We can't do that. We're not doing that. We're gonna listen to the actual shit itself because I'm not trying to. That's annoying as fuck. If anybody's gonna sit here and interrupt what we're listening to, it's gonna be me. I can't. That shit frustrates me. Okay, hold on. It's like 4 hours long, but the good thing is we can skip through it. My hair looks crimped. It looks like my hair is legitimately. Why is my hair like this? Why am I like this? I blame my parents. Okay, I just want to hear the witness impact statements, man, basically, because, like, I listened to 2 of them and fell asleep yesterday. So I'm trying to listen to this. Holy hell. And it's creepy because he just stares them down. Like, he stared them all down. Like, creepy. Real creepy. Did you say hi, pussy? Can you at least spell pussy right? We are here for Ashley's commentary, not whoever that one. Exactly. You get it. You get it, Tony. You get it. The judge was crying when he sentenced him. Like, I want to listen to the whole thing. That's my friend question. All they said was hi, pussy. They said hi, pussy, because I'm pretty. I love that. Oh, okay, here's the one I listened to yesterday. But we're not going to listen to all of it, because at the beginning it's like just them pulling up and shit.
And stabbed.
And
statements.
We don't need to listen to all
Lack
this.
of emotion.
We want the sentencing. We
Then
want the
determined to be
sentencing.
ineffective.
We want
Do
the
you think
sentencing.
he will appeal?
He's gonna appeal. No, I don't think he will, actually.
A plea or something. You should have the window or
they alleged when talking.
Come on, bitch.
nothing in the criminal rule.
Over half of it's just them talking.
Personal safety or
That would be a big
Come the fuck on.
that we haven't learned about.
I am still scared.
impact statements.
Oh, we found it. Here we go. Here's the witness impact
So I'm
statements.
clear.
I'll tell you guys who
indicated
each
through
of the
trial court administrator
people are.
that we need to see if any of the
Today, Junior.
victims wish to have the camera not running and audio only. And my understanding is all of them indicated they are fine with the video. Is that correct?
That's cool. That they made sure.
That's correct.
Fine, very well. Go ahead.
Fuck this guy. He killed
Your Honor,
4
the
people.
first, and we're taking these
Brian
in order,
Koberger out of
victim
Idaho.
impact statements in the order
Yesterday
that
was
the charges
sentenced.
were listed in the indictment.
4 life
The
sentences.
first charge being burglary. So we will have Bethany Funka's statement, and she has asked that her friend Emily Allant read that statement.
All right, any objection to that? All right, very well.
So this is the first witness impact statement. This is the first surviving roommate. Have I ever been hunted? Yeah,
Your Honor.
for sure.
I'll be speaking
Like a
on
deer.
behalf of Bethany, and so, yeah, here it reads. My name is Bethany Funk, and I was roommates with Maddie, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan. I not only lost some of my best friends, but I also lost a sister. Never in a million years would I have
Tony. That shit's sad as fuck.
would I have thought that something like this would have happened to my closest friends. I thought that we were going to wake up and go upstairs, see them, and tell them how they had scared us and that they were going to tease us about how we are constantly scaredy cats. I make jokes about it as we would go to Taco Bell like always. But sadly, that is not what happened and what turned out.
So they
to be
heard
my
their
worst
friends
nightmare.
being killed, but they didn't
When I
know
first
that's
woke
what
up
they
one
were
morning,
hearing.
I had no idea what happened. I woke up around 7 with a
And
terrible
she even
toothache.
saw the
So I
person
called
who
my
killed
dad,
him,
who
but
was a
it was a
dentist,
college dorm, so they were
and he
used to
asked
people
what I
being
should
in and
do.
out.
He told me to take Advil, so I did, and I went back to sleep. I was still out of it and still didn't know what happened. If I had known, I of course would have called 911 right away. I still carry so much regret and guilt for not knowing what had happened and not calling right away, even though I understand it wouldn't have changed anything, not even if the
Poor
paramedics
girl.
had been right outside the door.
They were dead. Slaughtered.
I was so frantic that morning and scared to death, not knowing what had happened. And when I made the 911 call, I couldn't even get out the words. And from then on, I don't remember a thing. It was like my brain wiped that whole memory. That was the worst day of my life.
Thank you,
And
Stephanie.
I know it always will be.
This isn't even the girl that was
While
the
I was still
roommate.
in
This is her
shock, trying to
friend.
process
She's
the
torn
fact
up.
that my friends were truly gone. I had been attacked by the public. I was grieving, numb,
Yeah.
and unsure what
The
had
public
happened
attacked the
was even real.
fuck
And at
out
the
of
same
this
time,
girl.
I
Just
was
because
getting
she
flooded with death threats
survived. That's
and
crazy.
hateful messages from
Because
people
she survived.
who did not know me at all or know the dynamic of our friendship. Social media made it so much worse, and strangers made up stories to entertain themselves. The media harassed not just me, but also my family. People showed up at our house. They called my phone, my parents' phones, other family members' phones,
You're good
and
stuff.
we were chased while I was still trying to survive emotionally and grieve the loss of my friends. I hated and still hate that they are gone, but for some reason, I am still here and I got to live.
Survivor's
I still think about
guilt.
this every day. Why me? Why
Survivor's
did I
guilt.
get to live and not them?
Yep.
For the longest time, I could not even look at their families without feeling sick with guilt.
Wow.
I did not know what to say or what to do. I was terrified that my presence just made their pain worse. And I was still here when their kid, their siblings, and their friends, their loved ones should have been here instead. After everything happened, I was afraid to go into my own backyard or alone in my house. I was scared that the person who did this would come for me next. I was always scared that the media would try to catch me at any moment of any day, even when I was just walking around my house. I made my parents close all the blinds during the day so no one could see me even in the slightest chance. I barely left the house, and when I did, I made sure I was never alone. I slept in my parents' room for almost a year. I made them double lock every door, set an alarm, and still check everywhere in the room just in case someone was hiding. And I still check my room every night before, and I double lock it.
Sad, dude.
I have not slept through a single night since this happened. I constantly wake up in panics, terrified. Someone is breaking in, or someone is here to hurt me, or I'm about to lose someone else that I love. The fear never really leaves. For a long time, I could barely get out of bed, but one day I realized I have to live for them. They did not get the chance to keep living, but I do, and I will not take that for granted. So now every day I remind myself to live for them, and everything I do it with them in mind. I am still scared to go out in public, but I force myself to do things because I know that they would want me to keep living my life to the fullest.
Oh, damn, man.
I am beyond blessed.
And they're
to still
only
be
gonna
here,
get worse.
and I
Fuck.
refuse to take that for granted when they did not get a chance.
I can't wait to hear that
Our
rapper
house was not
one.
just a house, it was a home. It was where we laughed till we couldn't breathe, make meals, did crafts, binge watch reality shows, played games, and spent lazy days on the couch.
So, Stephanie, have you heard of the Idaho 4 murders where Brian Koberger broke in a sorority house, killed 3 girls, named Maddie, Kaylee, and Xana's boyfriend, Ethan, all with a K-bar knife. There were 2 surviving roommates, Bethany Funk and Dylan Mortonson. This girl right here, this is one of the girls. Her name's Bethany Funk. She was one of the roommates that survived. They had heard what was going on upstairs. They were on 2 different floors, but they didn't know what was going on. Like, you can't really make it out. And yeah, it's pretty bad. If you look it up, all the shit's really bad about it. He was a criminologist, and he copied Ted Bundy and BTK. So if that's any... Yeah, he killed 4 people with a knife in like 8 minutes and slaughtered them. The other roommate, Dylan, she actually saw him. And so did a DoorDash driver, because they had DoorDash delivered at the same moment he was arriving. So they got him. And he fled right after.
Nights, morning debriefs, pranks, hot chocolate, cookies, and warmth. I would cherish those memories forever, and I will not let what happened erase how special our home was or how much those memories meant to me. Now I would like to share some bits and pieces of who they were.
You know of BTK? Yeah.
Some of the memories
He's one of the original serial killers that got me into true crime.
But instead of partying, we just sat in an apartment, talking and laughing all night long. I do not think I've ever laughed that hard in my life. We did not care about the party. We were just happy to be with each other. Xana was 1 in a million.
His teacher had met BTK and was like, she wrote a book on BTK. Because, like I said, he was a criminologist.
But she was also the kindest and funniest person I knew. Everyone loved her because she made everyone feel so loved. She was just someone
he's just staring him down.
No matter the circumstance.
Look, he's just staring them down. Once you see him, you'll know.
When we laid on the couch together all day watching movies.
That's him right there.
When she, Maddie, and I would go and get margaritas, chips, and salsa, she would also light up a room with her presence alone. Kaylee had the most beautiful, radiant smile. She was so kind, but also one of the funniest people I've ever known. She loved playing little pranks. She always had us laughing so hard that we could not breathe. She was so full of energy and life. I really believe that she could have ruled the world if she wanted to, and she would have been America's sweetheart. Ethan was the sweetest, most genuine guy. He was always smiling and always making other people smile too. Ethan was the kind of person you wanted around. He was so kind and easy to talk to, and just so fun.
Watch his reaction.
It was truly something to admire. It really was proof that storybook love and true romances really do exist. It was not only obvious to me, but everyone that was around Ethan and Xana that they were absolute soulmates.
The way he looks around.
Maddie was not only one of my best friends, but
he's like, yeah, okay.
I would have always wanted. There was no one I looked
his reactions to these things
or admired more than Maddie.
Yeah, he's psychotic.
She was truly a ray of sunshine.
They tried saying he's awkward in the way that he is, and he has no reactions because he's autistic. That's the one we were talking about, Stephanie.
She had the sweetest soul and wanted
you look at him and you can tell he's like a psychopath, right?
Loved everyone.
You can see it.
And always made me feel so safe and included.
And I know it sounds weird, but they have a look. They do.
Valued. She never failed to make me laugh.
Once you've killed somebody,
still to this day,
you have a look.
That she chose me to be her
like it's like,
and I thank God every day.
I don't know, like,
not only got to know
yeah, autistic people are very emotional. That's what we were talking about earlier too.
Honestly, I cannot pinpoint
like this right now would be tearing him up.
And this would be a very long read if I did.
He might be autistic and a psychopath. Even then, that doesn't make much sense. But
a nice dinner and split some wine, or when we would binge watch Jersey Shore or Summer House. When we came up with a whole dance routine on Halloween and danced and sang all night, like no one was watching. All the late night walks home from going out, and just little shopping trips and so much more. I am beyond blessed that I had the chance to know each and every one of them. They changed my life in ways I would have never put into words. I hope that they are remembered for who they are, not what happened to them, because who they are were so beautiful, and they deserve to be remembered in the highest way. My heart breaks every time I go to text one of them or how badly I wish I could see and hang out with them. And then I remember I cannot. I will never be able to again. But I still talk to them in my prayers every single night, and I always will. I wish more than anything I could hug them one last time. And I wish I could tell them how much I love them. But even though I cannot, I still tell them every night. I will keep living for them as long as I am lucky enough to still be here. And they were all truly one of a kind, and they will be in our hearts forever and always.
Thank you, and please convey to Bethany my appreciation for her courage, and I hope that she heals.
Next is Dylan Mortonson.
For
I'll ask
sure, a
for some
psychopath.
accommodations for Miss Mortonson, and that she be allowed to sit in my seat.
Sure.
So this is the actual girl who was there, who saw him. She's already crying. She has to sit down. She's the one that came eye to eye with him and saw him in the house. She's the reason he's there, and she's speaking to him right now. She's a mess, though, man. Like, the other girl read a letter for the girl. That's the last one we heard. But this is the actual girl. She can't even. I'll show you guys.
Thank you, Your Honor. What happened that night changed everything. Because of him, we're beautiful, genuine, compassionate people were taken from this world for no reason. He didn't just take their lives. He took the light that carried it into every room. He took away how they made everyone feel safe, loved, and full of joy. He took away the ability for me to tell him that I love him and that I'm so proud of them. He took away who they were becoming and the futures they were going to have. He took away birthdays, graduations, celebrations, and all the memories that we were supposed to make. All of it is gone. And all the people who love them are just left to carry that weight forever. He didn't just take them from the world. He took them from me, my friends, my people who felt like my home, the people I looked up to and adored more than anyone. He took away my ability to trust the world around me.
Brian Koberger
What he did shattered
is
me
his name.
in places I didn't know.
Bryan
I was
is
barely
the first
19 when he
name.
did.
Koberger is his last name. Kohberger. You're welcome. Brian Koberger. Yeah. You can just tell just by looking at him as he sees this girl cry. I'm feeling emotional as I see this girl cry. Like, I was tearing up. Like, I was crying hearing her for the first time yesterday. Like, it's just, I fell asleep after her, but, so I don't know the rest. But, just seeing him just sit there and watch her. And then he came eye to eye with her after he killed her friends. And now he's just staring at her like what? Like she's meat in the courtroom, essentially. Like, he's just staring. Like, he no emotion, nothing. Just like it's any other day. Just he liked it. If he wasn't caught, he would have been a serial killer. He might already be. There's speculations. There's definitely speculation.
This. We had just celebrated my birthday at the end of September. I should have been figuring out who I was. I should have been having the college experience and starting to establish my future. Instead,
Yeah, everything's wrapped up in my chair. I can't even plug my phone in.
I couldn't be alone. I had to sleep in my mom's bed because I was too terrified to close my eyes. Terrified that if I blinked, someone might be there. I made escape plans everywhere I went. If something happens, how do I get out? What can I use to defend myself? Who can help? And then there are the panic attacks. The kind that slam into me like a tsunami out of nowhere. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stop shaking.
You can just feel her panic.
All I can do is scream because the emotional pain and the grief is too much to handle.
I've never heard
My
anyone
chest feels like
describe
it's caving in.
PTSD so perfectly. In general.
Sometimes I drop to the floor with my heart racing, convinced something is very wrong. It's far beyond anxiety. It's my body reliving everything over and over again. My nervous system never got the message that it is over, and it won't let me forget what he did to them. People call me strong. They say I'm a survivor, but they don't see what my new reality looks like. They don't see the panic attacks, the hypervigilance, the exhaustion, the way I scan every room I enter.
Never mind.
The way I flinch at sudden sounds.
I changed my
I don't
mind.
know how heavy it is to carry so much pain and still be expected to keep going, and that's because of him.
Guys, we gotta pause it. My computer's wrapped up in this chair. And it almost just knocked my whole ass computer off. So we gotta pause this for just a second. Cause yeah, that's not about to happen. There we go. We're good. I just had to unplug it. Now I gotta turn it back on because it turned off. That's okay, we'll get there. Sorry, I'm trying to pull my pants up. They're falling down on me. Alright, we're Gucci. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Jesus Christ. Now I gotta plug it back in. And my phone. Everything came unplugged. Shit, I can smell. Was I crying? No. That's my light hitting my eyes. Are you married? What is going on right now? You guys ask so many questions. Was I married? I'm so young. I'm 30 years old. I just look young. I'm really not. There we go. Computer's turning on. You're drawing an eye. Oh, nice. That's cool. Damn, then my bum went out. What the fuck? You don't think he did it? Envy. Yeah, he presumed his own innocence up until now, and he pled guilty. Like, he's pled guilty, so some people don't think he did it. Some people don't think he did. Some people think he did. I think he did. I think he did it, or he wouldn't have pled guilty. Because I think he would have at least had a chance to go free through with a trial. But since he didn't go through with a trial, and a lot of people believe in his innocence, but since he didn't go through with the trial, I mean, it kind of threw away his presumption of innocence. I mean, entirely. That's what it does. But you know what I mean. Like, now, like, you can't, like, he at least could have gotten free. He could have gotten acquitted. He could, anything, you know?
They say I'm a survivor. They
Let
don't
me finish
see
what I
my
was saying real
reality
quick.
looks like.
But, I don't think he would have pled guilty if he didn't do it. Because then he would have had at least a chance to go free. This way, he has no chance. He has life in prison. The only thing the plea deal helped him with was to not get the death penalty. He can't even appeal. He's not even allowed to appeal. So, I think he did it.
Panic attacks, the hypervigilance, the exhaustion, the way I
Because he
scan
was
every
threatened
room
with the
I
death
enter,
penalty. Well, yeah. I
the way
mean,
I
he
fidget
killed
and
4
sudden
people.
sounds. They don't know how heavy it is to carry so much pain and still be expected to keep going, and that's because of him. He stole parts of me I may never get back. He took
And
the
there's,
version
but,
of me who didn't
hold on.
personally.
The thing is he's now admitted to what weapons he used and everything else. So he's come out about everything now. So we haven't heard any of that yet, though. So to say that he's innocent when he's now explaining everything and how the murders went down even is crazy. So don't say he's innocent quite yet, because we haven't heard everything. Once we hear everything, then we have, just like jurors, right? I'm just saying I think he is based on pleading guilty. Now, after I hear how he did the murders exactly, then maybe I'll think otherwise. I've got to look up research. Like, I've got to look up things and how he did certain, like, the facts of the case in general. Just like I followed the case from the beginning, but I mean, like, certain, like, if he says he cut her on her neck, where at was she cut on her neck? Like, that's what I mean. So to, like, fact check is what I mean. So we just have to fact check the things.
Ask, what if it happens again? What if next time I don't survive?
Okay, you're entitled to that opinion, MV. I know people do that, so it's possible. But I don't think this is one of those instances,
but I'm still putting myself back together.
But that's, you're entitled.
Piece by piece.
But what's up,
I'm learning how
Raven?
to live in this new version of life. It is not easy. It hurts. But I'm still trying. Still trying. And I'm not trying just for me. I'm trying for them. My friends. About a year ago, I had a dream about them. I got to say goodbye. I told them I won't be able to see you again. So I need to tell you goodbye. They all kept asking why. And all I could say was, I can't tell you, but I have to. When I woke up, I felt shattered and heartbroken, but also strangely grateful. Like maybe in some way that dream gave us the goodbye we never got. Still,
That's
no
sad.
dream can replace them. and no goodbye will ever feel finished. He is a hollow vessel, something less than human. A body without empathy, without remorse. He chose destruction. He chose evil. He feels nothing. He tried to take everything from me. My friends, my safety, my identity, my future. He took their lives, but I will continue trying to be like them, to make them proud. Living is how
That's
I honor
sad.
them. Speaking today is to help me find some sort of justice for them. And I will never let him take that from me. He may have taken so much from me, but he will never get to take my voice.
That's what I was telling you about the part that he was talking. That
He will never
she said.
take the memories I had with him.
You can just
He
feel
will
her
never
panic.
erase the love we shared,
You know?
the laughs we had, or the way they made me feel seen and whole. Those things are mine. They are sacred, and he will never touch them. I get to feel sadness. I get to feel rage.
I do. I
get
remember
to
your
feel joy
picture.
even when it's hard. I get to feel love even when it hurts. I get to live. And while I will still live with this pain, at least I get to live my life. He will stay here, empty, forgotten, and powerless.
Speak your truth, girl. That
Joe,
ass.
thank you so much for your courage. I appreciate it.
I like this judge. He's way better than the last judge. The last judge wouldn't even pronounce the girls' names right. What are you watching? Brian
Next, we have
Koberger's
members from the
sentencing.
Madison Mogen family. First would be Scott Laramie, Madison Mogen's stepfather.
Like, he stalked
My mom
these
is Karen
girls.
Laramie, Madison's mother.
He stalked the house.
Thank you, Your Honor.
He was caught on cameras.
My name is Scott Laramie. I'm Maddie Mogen's stepfather and husband of Maddie's mother, Karen Laramie.
This one's the one I
read
fell
this
asleep
victim
after I lied.
statement on behalf of Karen and myself.
Or I fell asleep during it.
Maddie was our gift of life, our purpose, and our hope. Maddie quickly became Karen's joy, identity, and purpose in life.
Stephanie, and he had did it to a neighbor.
I
Like,
joined
he
Maddie's
was...
Maddie's
He had
life
stalked
when
a
she was
neighbor
2.5
via
years old.
her own cameras
Experience
before.
transformed me
Because she asked him to help
into a
him
life
put him
of
up.
joy,
And he
love,
kept the
and family.
shit for it. And watched her.
Maddie was
And broke
bright,
into her house.
beautiful, kind, empathic.
He was caught.
She listened carefully to others and was observant, seeing and caring about the hearts and the minds of all she encountered. She loved music and music festivals. She had a wonderful sense of humor. She excelled in school. She was an easy child to raise, almost never requiring discipline.
He's
and almost
guilty.
always giving us parental joy. One time Karen remembers disciplining Maddie as a little girl. Maddie responded, "You broke my heart," which of course melted ours.
It reminds me of my son.
She had a keen wit, even at that young age. But she transitioned.
It's the parent statements
into
that get
teenage
me.
years.
She can't even talk. This
prioritized
is her
us
stepdad
and
in her
extended
life
family
since she was 2,
over
raised
many of
her.
the distractions that capture teenagers. She showered us with her presence and love at
I'm
family events,
separated.
barbecues.
Sorry if your girl
picnics,
gets emotional in any of
birthdays,
this. I
holidays,
followed
and
this
others.
case from the very first day it happened.
She
So,
spent countless hours
because
with
I
her
used to
papa,
live there.
her Uncle David, Aunt Nadine, and her other close family and friends.
Like, I lived right there, like where this is right now.
This world was a better place with her in it. As she reached adulthood, Maddie applied her studies to be a marketing professional, entering into an internship at Payne West, and started planning her professional future. As with all things, She involved Karen and myself in the joy of her journey. As she transitioned into womanhood, Karen and I continued to be astounded at this wonderful and accomplished person we had created. All parents dream of their children accomplishing more than them. We realized this dream, all we had not become,
What's up,
she
Otto?
was becoming. Karen and I are ordinary people, but we lived extraordinary lives because we had Maddie.
That line hurt me.
Maddie was taken senselessly and brutally in a sudden act of evil. She was taken along with the young, promising, and bright lives of Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan. First we felt disbelief. Next we felt disorientation. Then we felt grief overcome us. Our grief is compounded even more for the Gonzalez, Granodal, and Chapin families. We speak of hope and healing, and we do have hope and some healing. But the vast emotional wound will never fully heal. Since Maddie's loss, there's emptiness in our hearts, home, and family.
He just stares him down.
Void. After losing your mother in a car crash, Karen took to grieve. Karen took years to grieve and recover. The feeling that her life with Maddie and A was perfect helped her to start to heal. Now, this is no longer perfect. After Maddie's loss, Karen felt like she was spinning out emotionally collapsing into anxiety and depression. She sometimes asks, how am I supposed to go on when I've lost my favorite person in the world?
Damn, bro.
I felt the same, and we continue to struggle. The loss of Maddie has impacted so many beyond our family. Her second family is her sorority sisters who grieve alongside us. She has so many close friends who suffer from her loss. We will continue to be. Her loss will continue to be felt by the Vandal community.
He's trying so hard.
Including Vandal Solutions on campus, where she volunteered.
That's gotta be
her
so
time
hard
for others.
standing in front of your kid's killer like that.
It helps us to know Maddie is in heaven now, freed from the trials of this earth. We, however, continue to live on without the grace and support of her presence. We will grow old without our only child, our bright, beautiful friend and daughter.
That's sad.
In the end, there are no words that can accurately capture the devastation of losing Maddie. We will endure, and we will go on. For Maddie, we will not let our grief consume us. For Maddie, we will continue to love and care for our family and friends, including the families of Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan. We will remain united with them. We can only hope that others out there suffering similar losses can look to us and see that we can overcome hatred, darkness, and evil.
Thank you, baby.
We know the law allows us to comment on the defendant and his sentence.
You're cute.
As for his sentence, we support the
Look
plea
at this
that
guy,
grants
babe.
her. Society needs to
He's
be protected
crazy,
because
just
the-
staring down the parents. Like
As for the defendant, we will not waste
that's
words.
the parents
Nor
over
will
here.
we
Obviously,
fall
this
into hatred
fucker.
and bitterness. Evil has many faces, and we now know this, but evil does not deserve our time and attention.
Serial killer vibes.
We are done being victims. We are taking back our lives. We will turn our time, talents, and attention to hope, healing, and helping others and to the future. We invite all those who have suffered with us on this to join us in our journey. We can make this world a better place. We can move on from tragedy.
This fucking idiot.
Adversity will visit us. Evil will visit us, but we will overcome. We can and will endure. Karen and I express our gratitude to Your Honor and to the prosecution team for allowing us the opportunity to make this statement. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your courage, and I am so sorry for your loss. God bless you.
Your Honor.
What's up, Charity? Or Crafty. I don't know why. I just thought that said Charity. I read way too fast. PNS.
This is Leander James. He's the attorney for the Mogen family and victim advocate. He'll be reading a statement for Karen Laramie.
What's up, Raven?
May it please the court, counsel? My name is Leander James. I'm the...
No, you didn't say anything wrong. I just said your name wrong.
Karen and Scott Laramie. Karen has asked me to read this statement into the record. I thank my husband, Scott,
PNS.
for his statement, his courage, and his unending love and support during this dark time. While words are inadequate to capture the impact of this
talking about Hooters while we're listening to this is crazy work.
For Maddie's sake, I will add my supplement statement that incorporates additional
witness impact statements
in the context of my extended
during
family.
sentencing of a killer.
I am grateful to Maddie's great uncle, Brian Caulfield, for assisting me.
I thought he was going to say Brian Kohlberger.
Task of putting our pain into words. For me and my extended family, Maddie was our hope and our light. Her beauty, both outside and in, shone its light upon everyone with whom she came in contact.
Thank you.
Her beauty, both, she carried that hope and light into the future for our entire family.
It doesn't quite give the same impact when it's not the family reading it or like friends.
Taken from our presence.
Like when they have people reading the letters.
Any one of us would have given our own light to have been outshone by hers.
I'm 30.
We now look to our Creator to know that her light continues where we look to see her in His presence.
Nice.
Those who commit evil
not
for their own twisted gains and purposes truly defile the efforts and sacrifices of mothers, fathers, families, teachers, clergy, public servants, service members, and all those who commit themselves to the greater good, freedoms, and the future light of our nation.
Baby, are you still in here?
Condemnation falls heavily upon those who squandered the lives of our future hopes and dreams. Some may offer forgiveness for what the defendant has done. However, we cannot at this time, or perhaps ever, nor will we ask for mercy for
forgiveness
what he has done.
Isn't.
His acts are too heinous.
I don't know.
The agony and grief he has caused, too great.
You don't have to forgive.
But we will waste no further
people think you have to
words
forgive.
or
It's part of
thoughts
healing
on
on
him.
your own.
For Maddie's sake, we will move on. We will do our best to carry Maddie's light into this world and make it a better place. I thank the court and the prosecution for allowing me the opportunity to make my statement. And I thank all those who have and will support my family and the families of Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Laramie.
Nobody's trying to be wise. We're listening to something. Fuck.
Next is Ben Mogen, the father of Maddie Mogen.
Do I have a mod on here?
Actually, Your Honor, it'll be Kim Cheeley, the grandmother of Maddie Mogen.
Oh, it's the grandma.
My name is Kim Cheeley. I was Maddie Mogen's paternal grandmother, as Ben Mogen, her father, is my son. I'm here today with my sister Lori Cheeley, Maddie's great aunt, and my son Ben Mogen, and my daughter-in-law Corey Hatrock. I'd like to begin by thanking a number of people involved in bringing this case to closure. In my daughter's words, the plea deal the prosecution team reached this month is one that punishes the perpetrator of this horrendous crime, protects the public from...
Well, and he's just like sitting there just staring at them. It's really fucking weird. Like, I don't know. I'm excited to hear the one that was talking about him being a rapper. That one's gonna be fucking hilarious. That's that's gonna be killer. It's gonna fucking really get him. I'm excited. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, hang on.
Who knew and loved these kids, the time to grieve without the anxiety of the long and gruesome trial, the years of appeals, and potential for mistrials along the way. My family and I are so grateful to Bill Thompson and his
The
prosecution
fuck?
team
My computer
for
be
their
making weird
dedication
ass sounds
and
sometimes.
painstaking
I'm
work
sorry.
that forced the perpetrator to admit his guilt. We want to thank the Idaho State Police, the Moscow Police Department, the FBI, and Judge Hippler. We'd also like to thank the University of Idaho officials who have treated the families of the victims with such dignity and kindness, and who have honored the 4 victims beautifully. Maddie was my first grandchild, so when she was born, all her grandparents had the distinct pleasure of deciding what we'd like to be called. I chose Nana, pretty original. But when Maddie was about a year and a half old, her papa, Ben's dad, and I were planning to visit the new little family in Oregon. Maddie didn't have an extensive vocabulary at the time, but for some unknown reason, she called bananas ba-deedle-deedles.
Ba-deedle-deedles.
When Karen and Ben told her Nana was coming to visit,
Sorry, that got
she
me.
figured I say deedle-deedle for that word.
Stop hating.
So I became deedle-deedle.
Deedle-deedle.
Deedle when she was about 6 or 7, and I was Deedle all her life. I don't think her stepdad, Scotty, ever knew my given name was Kim. Maddie's and my birthdays were one day apart, and a couple years before she was killed, she gave me this necklace with Deedle and Maddie engraved on it.
Aww.
I added an angel wing, and it's one of my treasured possessions. I also got an angel wing tattoo. Never thought I'd see the day, but along with many members of our family, replicating the one that Maddie and her sorority sisters had, I wanted mine where I could see and touch it often. From preschool through grade school,
Sweet.
I stopped teaching piano lessons early on Wednesdays and picked Maddie up for bubble baths, brownies, and books. It was our special time together, and she went home those nights in her jammies with a pan of warm brownies for her family. Although Karen and Scotty raised Maddie and did such a lovely job of parenting, we Mogens were lucky to have her for holidays and many other family gatherings. We'll always have our treasured memories of Maddie growing up in our big, extended, cooperative family. And I thank Karen and Scotty Laramie for being so generous and open and sharing Maddie with her Mogen side of the
Stephanie, you're
family.
good, girl.
When the 4 kids were murdered,
Glad you're here.
the foundation fell out of our world.
I think Eric just woke up to put the pin.
Initially, the fear was truly
He's cute.
debilitating. The first 6 weeks were excruciating. Despite the vigils, memorials, candlelight gatherings of students, friends, family, community members. After the arrest in the past 2.5 years, my family has lived with grief,
Yeah.
with the effects of traumatic grief, of which I was blissfully unaware before all of this. I now have a stack of books on grief. I've attended grief classes at hospice. I've tried EMDR, a technique that helps replace disturbing visions with something more comforting. My son Ben, his 2 sisters, Maddie's aunts, and I have all experienced depression and anxiety and sleep disturbance, requiring medical intervention at times. We've all sought counseling off and on. The struggle with media attention was extremely difficult, especially for Ben. No one should live through the violent murder of one's child. Some days it's beyond me how the parents of these kids are still upright. I'm thankful for the strong families and communities that are supporting the survivors. At the time, I could think of only 2 blessings surrounding the horrific murders. One was that Ben was living with my partner Tom and me at the time, and that we could support each other emotionally through it all. Sadly, Tom died a year ago of a rare brain cancer, and he won't be here to see justice served. He was our family's rock, and we all miss him every day. A second blessing is that my mother died of COVID several months before the kids were killed, and she didn't have to live through the horror. It was difficult to identify blessings. So we've all lost our dear child and a future with her. I ache for the loss of the dreams that she and her true love, Jake, held. And my heart goes out to Karen and Scotty and your side of Maddie's family. You've had more than your share of loss. My heart aches for the kids' roommates and the families of the other victims. And also the family of the perpetrator.
That's true too. His family lost a son, and
going forward, we Mogens are choosing to put our energy and focus into honoring Maddie's too short life and sweet spirit by celebrating Maddie May Day, which my 2 daughters established. On May 25th each year, Maddie's birthday, we encourage folks to do random acts of kindness in Maddie's name. In my daughter Katie's words, may we all protect our peace in whatever way possible, unite in community, and focus on joy. Please do an act in kindness in Maddie's honor during this week, so a glimmer of Maddie's light may live on. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate your courage, and bless you and your family.
Thank you.
Now it's Ben Mogen, Maddie Mogen's father.
I'm Benjamin Mogen, and Maddie's dad.
it's just sad as fuck. I can't wait to hear that rap part. Oh my god, I'm so hyped to hear her sister talk.
People that helped bring this all to a close. I know it's not the resolution that everyone wanted, but I think that that everyone worked so hard, and we really appreciate all their efforts. It was such a hard thing to go through for everybody. Maddie was my only child that I ever had. She's she's the only great thing I ever really did, and the only thing I was really ever proud of. And
That's her dad. So the stepdad and mom spoke earlier. This is the dad.
I thought we would have the rest of our lives together to be together and to know each other, and I took for granted the times, she was in college, and I thought, oh, well, we'll have the rest of our lives to just do all the stuff that we're supposed to do, and
He's not even reading anything. He's just talking.
And she was just about done.
That's when you know it's
She
from...
earned all of her credits for college degree, and Karen and Scotty and I got to go and get her diploma that she actually earned, and she served every bit
I feel like
of that.
that's when it's the most heartfelt, when it's just off.
I thought that was going to be just the beginning of
Me too, dude.
long life together, and we never got that. Karen and Scotty did such a great job raising her after Karen and I split up, and I'm so thankful for Scotty and the role that he played in her life when I was
not even giving himself credit.
But we got to spend a lot of great times together, Maddie and I.
Damn, that's hard.
She was my favorite person to go to a concert with. We got to see some fun shows together, and I told her, if there's ever a show that you want to go to, let me know.
He's hard on himself, I can tell.
Tickets for you and your friend, or if we want to go together, we'll make it happen. And
Twinkle, don't call me baby, you weirdo.
My favorite memory with her was when the Mac Miller show sold out here in Spokane, and
Mac Miller.
Everyone wanted tickets, no one could get them, and on the last day before the show, they did a radio thing, and I got 4 meet and greet tickets for Maddie and her friends and me to go and see the show, and that was her favorite artist at the time was Mac Miller, and he's gone now too, and my little cousin Zach drove us all there that night, and he's gone too, tragically, and anyway, the last thing that she ever wrote to me was this Father's Day card, and I'm so glad I still have it. I'm just going to read what she said. It says, "Happy Father's Day. I hope you have the best day. I can't wait till we can hang out again soon. I'll be in Coeur d'Alene, 6:24 to 7:4. Hopefully we can find a time then. I love your birthday card that you sent me, by the way. Maybe we can see a concert sometime soon. I'd love to see the gorge when it's not so smoky out. I hope you're doing well. I'm proud of how far you've come. Thank you for always encouraging me to do my best. Love you lots and lots. Love, Maddie May." She did encourage me to not just to do my best, but to live on. I went through a lot of issues with addiction and with substance abuse, and when I wasn't wanting to live anymore,
damn,
she was what would keep me from just not caring anymore, and knowing that she was out there and that she was just such a beautiful person kept me alive a lot of rough moments, and I'm so glad that she was able to meet Jake. He was
me too. Damn, this one hit me.
They went and saw Watershed together, and
Jesus Christ, I feel like a goof.
They had a heck of a time. I'm so glad she got to. That's a really special place.
You can feel his words,
wanted to work out
man.
there with me in the summer.
He is speaking.
She never got to, but At least you got to see it once with Jake. He was such a great guy. He is such a great guy. And I really wanted to see what a future with them would have looked like.
Yeah, bro. Jesus, Steph. We're the same.
I'll never.
This shit's brutal.
I'll
Dan,
never
he
be
can't
able
even.
to.
I can't even.
Place right now. I wrote a bunch of stuff. I just don't know what to say right now. I just miss her so much, and I just love her more than anything. And
Co-workers be
it
asking.
shouldn't have happened. And, you know,
I'm sorry to do this to you.
a death sentence is one thing. You know when it's going to happen, and it's going to be all gentle and stuff. But, a life without parole with a room building full of people that all just want you to not be around anymore, winking at every morning, not knowing if that's the day they're going to pull your card. I mean, it's not a very nice sentence either. So, I don't know. I just love you, Maddie, and I wish you were still here.
Thank you so much.
He just rolled his eyes.
Your Honor, next would be members from the Kaylee Gonzalez family. First will be her father, Steve Gonzalez.
This one's the one where the sister's gonna speak about his failed rap career. I can't wait. The only thing you failed at more than being a murderer was being a rapper.
Today,
I don't know what's going on
to
here.
finish what you started.
Oh,
Today,
Daddy walked up like, oh, bitch. Did you just hear that? He walks up like, today, we're here to finish what you started. Shit, Daddy. Okay. Let's get it. Hold on, we gotta
Maybe we can
rewind
see
that.
this concert sometime soon. I'd love to see the gorge when it's not
My
so
baby
smoky.
hairs, my
I hope
blonde
you're
little
doing
baby
well.
hairs.
I'm proud of how far you've come.
Don't
Thank
touch
you for
them.
always encouraging me to do my best. Love you lots and lots. Love Maddie May. She did encourage me to not just do
He
my best,
came
but
out ready
live
to
on.
swing.
I went through a lot.
He has been this whole time. He's been wanting to fuck this guy up. Like, he's been the one out talking. He's like, I'll fucking kill him myself. Basically.
When I wasn't wanting to live anymore, she was.
Oh,
what
I think I
would
took it
keep
back
me-
too far.
lost control.
This shouldn't have happened, and a death sentence is one thing. When it's going to happen, and it's going to be all gentle and stuff. But, a life without parole with a room building full of people that all just want you to not be around anymore.
Who's my favorite serial killer? I don't have a favorite serial killer, but my favorite one to learn about was probably BTK. He got me into the true crime in general.
I don't know. I just love you, Maddie, and I wish you were still here.
Of what? Hold on. In movies, yeah. Like Michael Myers, Freddy, Ghostface. That one's my favorite from Scream. Ghostface was my favorite. He knows too much. He's never watched these. How does he know? Jigsaw. Yeah, Jigsaw's good too, but that one's probably too much for a 6-year-old. Who? I don't know. There's probably been a movie about him. Probably a B movie. Interesting. The Slenderman one. That little Slenderman thing you watched. Hit that like button and that subscribe button. What up, Ashley? Yeah, Bradley. Listen to Bradley. What's up, Bradley? Alright, let's get back to this. I need a snack. Oh, wait. Let me pause it because I don't want to miss that part. Hold on. Let me grab a snack. Sorry, I'm gonna unmute you guys so it's just not quiet. I was helping my kid for a minute. I'm looking for a snack. I was just gonna make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I don't even fucking see the peanut butter now.
I did not say I was hungry.
No, I'm not talking about you. Me, I'm hungry. Me, mommy.
Oh.
Yeah, me. I'm hungry. Okay, I found it. That was a lot easier than what I thought it was gonna be. A lot easier. We Gucci. Alright, y'all. Sorry I won't be able to hear you for just, or to read you for just a minute, but I'm just gonna make like 2 halves. I don't want like a whole lot. I'm not that hungry. And I don't eat a whole sandwich. Usually I cut them in half, so I'm just gonna make halves. Bucket. What you're getting? Okay, so I know everybody has like different peanut butter preferences. What kind of peanut butter do you guys like? Do you like crunchy, non-crunchy? What brand as well? Because I like the Peter Pan brand. I'm not going to say if I like crunchy or non-crunchy because I don't want to sway the judgment of the audience. So I will wait and see what you guys say. And what kind of jelly or jam as well? Just fat kid conversation. I'm not even mad. That peanut butter just tasted like peanut butter fudge, weirdly.
And what does peanut butter bars taste like?
Peanut butter fudge? You've had it before?
I forgot.
It's just like a block of peanut butter. It's like you're eating like a candy peanut butter. That's all. Okay, your girl's back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of the Zodiac was really interesting to learn about. I agree with that.
Your Honor, next would be members from the Kaylee Gonzalez family. First will be her father,
God.
Steve Gonzalez.
Move my camera off my head.
Today, we are here to finish what you started.
All right,
Today,
Dad.
you've lost control. Today we are here to prove to the world that you picked the wrong families. The wrong state, the wrong police officers, the wrong community. You tried to break our community apart. You tried to plant fear. You tried to divide us. You failed. Instead, your actions have united everyone in their disgust for you.
Yeah, you want to try
I just
it?
learned from these lead investigators, to their shock, they worked in the investigation and actually worked with the Pennsylvania police officers and the federal FBI. You united everyone. Everyone
Hell
was
yeah.
united after you. None of us are divided. We are united in our disgust and our love for these children. Today you have no name. Because when this all started, we all came together and we said, let's stop even talking about his name and just use initials. So even the media just calls you BK. That's all you are. Looking back when the police officers knocked on my door, told me what happened to
Yeah,
my
but
child,
he likes that too
told me
because
what
of
happened to Maddie Mae,
BTK.
I don't think he was even out of the driveway before my kids turned around, looked at me and said, what do we do, Dad? I told him, you get to work. You get your ass to work. And we started calling, we started texting, we started emailing. And you know what? Within hours, we had your white car on the camera. We knew from the very beginning we had you. The police officers tell us within minutes they had your DNA, like a calling card. You were that careless, that foolish, that stupid.
It's all coming out.
Master degree, you're a joke, a complete joke.
Sounds like ChatGPT wrote this, not gonna lie.
But we took this disaster and we did what we could. We put everything online. We took our kids, we took our images, we took everything that they did, their videos, their photos, the girls' pranks, Ethan singing. We put it out there, we shared it with the world. And the world united. And all they ended up, when they talked about this case, is they talked about Kaylee Jade, Maddie Mae, Xana, and Ethan. Everything what these people meant to us, a father, a mother, a brother, a sister, we shared that with our community. Then we shared it with our state. We shared it with the country. And eventually we shared it with the world. The world's watching because of the kids, not because of you. Nobody cares about you. You're not worth the time, the effort to be remembered. In time, you will be nothing but two initials forgotten to the wind. No visitors, nothing more than initials on an otherwise unmarked tombstone. From this moment, we've all started. From this moment, we will forget you. We want to all leave in closing. One last thing. You picked the wrong family, and we're laughing at you on your trip to Penn. That will be today or tomorrow. I'll close with, God bless all the men and women that worked on this case and all the hard work that you guys did. You guys allowed us to grieve and allowed us to get through this. The amount of work that you guys put together and the way that you guys put it together was beautiful. There was hard times to be expected. But thank you all. God bless. Thank you.
Your honor, next is Stephen Gonzalez, Kaylee's brother. Stephen's actually gonna pass. I'm gonna go. Olivia Gonzalez.
Oh, this is the one. This is the the one about the failed rap career.
Hello. I'd like to start by thanking the court for allowing me the time and opportunity to speak today. My name is Olivia, and I'm the big sister of Kaylee Gonzalez.
Shit.
And I was blessed to love Madison Mogen as a sister, too. I'm not here today to speak in grief. I'm here to speak in truth. Because the truth is, my sister Kaylee and her best friend Maddie were not yours to take. They were not yours to study, to stalk, or to silence.
Facts.
They were two pieces of a whole, the perfect yin and yang. They are everything that you could never be. Loved, accepted, vibrant, accomplished, brave, and powerful. Because the truth about Kaylee and Maddie, they would have been kind to you. If you had approached them in their everyday lives, they would have given you directions, thanked you for the compliment, or awkwardly giggled to make your own words less uncomfortable for you. In a world that rejected you, they would have shown mercy. Because the truth is, I'm angry. Every day I'm angry. I'm left shouting at the inside of my own head everything I wish I could say to you. The truth about me is when I heard the news, I didn't cry. I listened for them. I promised them I would. That I would fight for them. That I would show up, no matter what it cost me. I swore I'd never let them feel alone. Because you see, I've always been their heavyweight. I've always been the one to fight the battles they didn't feel ready to fight themselves.
She's just like
All
this.
it ever took was a call, and they knew I would
Staring
handle it
at
for
him.
them, no matter the time, no matter the cost. They could wave their white flag because they knew I would never back down, not for them. And not even death could change that.
Fuck yeah.
Somewhere along the line, I started to think about what I would say to them if I was given just one last chance. If I could gather enough heartbreak or love or sacrifice or whatever it took to get just one message across. What would I say?
She's got so much power in her voice.
Throughout this entire process, I've written my feelings down at every moment. My wishes, my love, my denial, my anger. And as one final act of love, I'd planned to read these thoughts, even jarring and discombobulating and not even making sense. Because for me, that was true love. As bare and as naked as it could be.
Okay.
Not laced in pretty words or dressed for the occasion, but written through bleary eyes at 2 a.m. with clenched fists.
She's right.
At this reality.
She could be a poet.
My true final act of love
I hate
was
poetry
to
right
continue
now.
on without them, for them. That dream to read aloud my love to them. To bring
What's up,
meaning through
Cecilia?
pain, was the latest blow in realizing you don't deserve it. And Kaylee and Maddie don't need it. Kaylee and Maddie have always known my love, and they would never ask me to prove it by further victimizing myself to a defendant who has shown no guilt, no remorse, no apprehension.
Yeah, bitch.
They would say to me, why would you give the satisfaction of showing vulnerability now? You promised you would never back down. And for that clarity, I'm thankful. I won't stand here and give you what you want. I won't offer you tears. I won't offer you trembling. Disappointment.
Go,
like
girl.
You thrive on pain, on
She's
fear,
strong
and
as
on the
fuck.
power. And I won't feed your beast.
Oh, he's sitting there like...
I will call you what you are. Sociopath. Psychopath.
He just went like this. He was like...
I will ask the questions that reverberate violently
Just
in
staring
my own
at
head,
her.
so loudly that I can't think straight most any day. Some of these might be familiar.
He just took a
so
deep
sit up
breath.
straight when I talk to you. How was your life right before you murdered my sisters? Did you prepare for the crime before leaving your apartment? Please detail what you were thinking and feeling at this time. Why did you choose my sisters? Before making your move, did you approach my sisters? Detail what you were thinking and feeling. Before leaving their home, is there anything else you did? How does it feel to know the only thing you failed more miserably at than being a murderer is trying to be a rapper? Did you recently start shaving or manually pulling out your eyebrows? Why November 13th? Did you truly think your Amazon purchase was untraceable because you used a gift card? How do you find it enjoyable to stargaze with such a severe case of visual snow?
Yeah. He said he
Where
had
is the
visual
murder
snow,
weapon?
but he was
The
stargazing.
clothes you wore that night? What did you bring into the house?
He just
with
like
you?
he was like
What was the second weapon?
you could see him
used on
swallow
Billy?
hard.
What were Kaylee's last words?
Oh,
Please
yeah.
describe in detail the level of anxiety you must have felt when you heard the Bearcat pull up to your family home on December 30th, 2022.
Yeah.
Which do you regret more? Returning to the crime scene 5 hours later, or never, ever going back to Moscow, not even once, after stalking them there for months? If you were really smart, do you think you'd be here right now?
Exactly.
What's it like needing this much attention just to feel real?
Wow.
You're terrified of being ordinary, aren't you?
Yeah. He is.
Do you feel anything at all? Or are you exactly what you always feared? Nothing. If you're so powerful, then why are you still hiding, defendant? You see, I'm here today as me. But who are you? Let's try to take off your mask and see. You didn't create devastation. You revealed it in yourself.
He hates
and that darkness
this.
you carry, that
He
emptiness,
hates this.
You'll sit with it long after this is over.
This is the most
That is your
uncomfortable I've
sentence.
ever seen
And it was
him.
written on the wall.
And he's
long
trying to
before
play
you
it
ever pled
cool.
guilty.
He's jumping out of
You
his
didn't
skin
win.
right now. You
You
can
just
see it.
exposed yourself as the coward you
He's
are.
sitting all
You're a
still.
delusional,
You just see
pathetic,
it.
hypochondriac loser
Yup.
who thought you were so much smarter than everybody else.
He's blinking an awful lot.
Constantly scolding, turning your nose up to grammar mistakes, nitpicking and criticizing others.
They
You
know a
wanted
lot
so
about
bad
him.
to be different, to be special, to be better, to be deep, to be mysterious. You found yourself thinking you were better than everyone else, and you thought you could figure out the human psyche and see through it, all while tweaked out on heroin.
No,
Lurking in the shadows made you feel
bitch.
powerful. because
Shots
no one ever paid you
fired.
You thought you were exceptional, all because
He's
of a grade
gritting
on
his
paper.
teeth. He just started gritting his teeth.
You thought you were elite because your online IQ test from 2010 told you so. All of that effort just to seem important. It's desperate. There is a name for your condition, though. Your inflated ego just didn't allow you to see it.
Incel.
Wannabe. You act like no one could ever understand your mind, but the truth is you're basic. You're a textbook case of insecurity disguised as control. Your patterns are predictable. Your motives are shallow. You are not profound. You're pathetic. You aren't special.
For anyone who's wondering,
not
she's
mysterious
talking to
or
her
exceptional.
sister's
Don't
killer
ever
right now.
get it twisted again. No one is scared of you today. No one is intimidated by you. No one is impressed by you. No one thinks that you are important. You orchestrated this like you thought you were God. Now look at you, begging a courtroom for scraps. You spent months preparing, and still all it took was my sister in a sheath. You work so hard to seem dangerous, but real control doesn't have to prove itself.
True.
The truth is, the scariest part about you is how painfully average you turned out to be. The truth is, you're as dumb as they come. Stupid, clumsy, slow, sloppy, weak, dirty. Let me be very clear. Don't ever try to convince yourself you mattered just because someone finally said your name out loud. I see through you. You want the truth? Here's the one you'll hate the most. If you hadn't attacked them in their sleep, in the middle of the night, like a pedophile, Kaylee would have kicked your fucking ass. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shit. The whole courtroom's clapping. Damn, girl. Damn. Yeah, she was ready to.
Next is Christy Gonzalez, Kaylee Gonzalez.
How do you go from that? How do you go to the next person from that? Damn, that was crazy.
Thank you, Your Honor. I never imagined having to speak to someone so devoid of humanity. For a long time, I didn't think I'd find the words low enough to meet you where you are. But now I realize this isn't about you. It's about what you've done to me, and I need you to hear it. When you murdered my daughter, Kaylee J. Gonzalez, you didn't just take her life, you shattered others. You attacked what you could never be, and in doing so, you left a trail of devastation far beyond that house. You stole my peace. You've altered my every waking moment.
This is the mom
every sleepless night. The way I
of the girl who just talked too.
safety,
So if you
trust,
think that she's
it's
not
all
gonna
been
have
changed
some
by your
similar
cruelty.
things go on, you're
I no
wrong.
longer recognize parts of myself. Joy is harder to find.
This whole
Comfort feels
family's been
foreign.
mad.
The world moves forward, but I'm suspended in a place of sorrow and rage.
We're about to roll up.
You've taken from me something that can never be
Again.
restored. The grief sits with me every day, some days quietly, and other days so loud it drowns out everything else. The emotional toll you've inflicted on me is immeasurable. I live with a constant ache, with birthdays that are now memorials, with holidays that feel hollow, with empty chairs that scream louder than words ever could. I am forever changed. But for you, as a person working on a PhD in criminal justice, you really didn't think this one through. You're not that good. In fact, you're not that good at anything. You couldn't secure a job. You couldn't get along with others. You couldn't even get a female to look in your direction. All because you are pathetic.
Hang on, Steph. Steph, are you still there? I'm gonna restart. Come to the new one, okay? Anybody who's listening, come to the new one. I'm restarting right now.